Hey, yo everyone, Nico here and welcome back to the Tezrodi channel. Today is episode 145 of our playthrough through Inazuma 11 Victory Road. Last time we faced off against the Leaf Lacerators, a leaf-based team, well, forest technically based team playing on the Sanctum Ancient Dark Courts, except they didn't have Tezcat on them, but in order to appease me they played Holy Ground instead. Well, not Holy Ground, Crusade of the Gods. Either way, a lot of fun. This time we're facing off against the fire team in our I think it's anyways, a lot of fun. This time we're facing off against the fire team in our slot. Well, no, fucks, that's kind of. Anyways, this time we are facing off against the fire team in our battle towards the finale of Chronicle mode. Molten Maelstrom. No idea what this team have. Why is their captain an Orion player who's irrelevant after the first one? I don't know. As usual, we are going in this with my team because they said they wanted to bring their team, so I'm doing that for them. So, let's have a look at their team. Okay. Garsha? That's Volpine's name? Really? Soul Daystar, obviously. Torch. Okay, some pretty good characters in here. As mentioned, they're like, bring your full team to bear, so I'm using my full team as usual. No advanced win, just having a lot of fun. I might start changing them out a bit just to make it a bit more fun or interesting. But yeah, this is... Oh, is this generic FFI stadium? Or is this like an Orion stadium? Also, I don't know half of those characters, actually. Seeing Galling looks familiar. Lean, I think, is an alien. What stadium is this? This screams Orion. Ares? I don't recognize this background music off the top of my head anyway. As usual, I really enjoy the look of their kit. Oh, fuck off. Give me that. No! Oh, wow. You're not even the captain. You're getting a ton of lines, though. Oh, Glitteration fails. Absolutely teleported behind me. Give me the rule, thank you very much. I don't have enough for Fire Tornado margin victory. Okay, that's fine. I've got plenty of. Don't have. I don't think I actually bought Eye of the Storm. La Flam. Wow. You have La Flam. Love the lightning as usual. Impactor. Ooh, 1,000. And considering they're pretty... no, actually, I don't think they have any gear on them. Not bad. Thank you very much. Anyway, so last time I talked about generally my thoughts and feelings on the entirety of the Chronicle routes themselves, not Chronicle mode, the Chronicle routes. Why do you have... Actually, no, that makes sense. That's where you're from. this time I think I'll talk about probably my experience. Yeah, I'll talk about my experience recording Chronicle mode. So, as you probably already know, if you're watching this, this is all recorded, or has been recorded live. And the main reason I record it live, despite the fact no one really shows up and I can't really interact with the chat anyway, is, oh hell yeah, the dawn with my is it actually makes it a lot easier. I'd 100% recommend, if anyone wants to start doing stuff like breach, hell yeah, stuff like this, recording on YouTube as a live stream, even if it's private, is amazing because it automatically archives the video, which makes my life so much easier. There's basically, I'll list out all the things you get. It's not instant, but close enough. You get instant feedback for anything you record if you do it live. So let's say your mic is a bit dodgy and you know you want to check. All you can do is just check the live stream yourself, which YouTube allows you to do. See whether or not your mic is broken or not. You can check for the audio, you can check everything's working as intended. You could even see some playback, which has come in handy every now and then. So for example, right now it's just watching me do Zero Magnet. But yeah, by far the best use case for this is the archiving ability. The reason I don't do Twitch is because Twitch automatically delete. Okay, twofold. You can't private, to my knowledge, a stream on Twitch, which means you get spammed with bots constantly. Now you play on Twitch, you get, oh hey, your avatar's AI generated, it looks really bad, want me to make a new one? And then I proceed to tell them, oh hey, no, I got an artist to commission it and it's great. And they're like, oh well, your avatar's a lot better then. And it's like, it hasn't changed. Since when you said it's horrible and it's better, nothing's changed. So, you know, what are you trying to get at? But most of the time it's, oh hey, you want to buy subscribers? Or you want to buy followers? Or view bots? Constantly. It's quite frustrating. I just got sick of like banning them because I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. I do this for the hell of it. YouTube, on the other hand, doesn't get basically any bots. You don't get many bots from YouTube, but I think the reach is a bit smaller, but I'm okay with that. Again, no one really shows up to these streams, and that's fine. That's fine with me. That's why I'm making videos in the first place. I just want to do as much as I can. But hey, you know, doing it live is fun and all that. But mostly it's for the archiving ability, because YouTube, to my knowledge, for an extended period of time, keeps all your VODs. Speed. Oh, come on. So it keeps all your VODs, it makes it super easy to download them all, which can be used for the video. You know, you can set it to private if you don't want to actually live stream in front of people, instead if you want to do it by yourself and use it just for the archiving, which I've done a few times actually. Haha, try and catch me now, you suckers. Granted, I haven't done them for anything like Chronicle mode or... but it's mostly for research purposes I've done it for, and it works fine. Well, mostly my side quest videos. But also it's... I feel like it's a lot... once you get used to it, it's a lot easier to work with. Also, I find that Twitch is occasionally really screwed me over, like, in terms of recording. Thankfully, it wasn't really anything to do with Inazuma 11. It was when I was like test streaming with different games like Final Fantasy 14, which screws me over hard because like it goes. I think at one point I was about 13 minutes behind. Whereas YouTube, generally speaking, outside of very few exceptions, I'm maybe 30 seconds behind, which is still a long time, but it's a reasonable amount of time. It's a, you know, you can react kind of thing. But yeah, long story short, if you ever want to stream, do it on YouTube. I recommend it. Of course, if you actually want to stream to get views, don't take any advice from me. I don't know the first thing about getting and retaining viewers. You know, stop being so egotistical. If you want to actually learn how to, you know, stream properly, is like a kind of with hoping of the prospect of, you know, oh hey, this will actually get me somewhere. Probably take some advice from most people. Honestly, the most generic advice you will get is just do it. Like, if you end up like me with barely any viewers, that's fine. At the end of the day, you do what you want to do. I just didn't want to regret not giving this a shot. That's all. Because, yeah, it's a case of, I originally started this channel, one, because I owe it to this series for doing so much for me, but also, you know, when I was younger, it's, when you're a kid, especially, you know, at my age, it was when YouTube was starting to get, like, really big, and, you know, everyone, you know, started a YouTube channel at some point. You know, doing like Minecraft videos or certain other videos. We all did it. But the problem is, I always regretted kind of stopping that because I was like, you know, just start getting made fun of, and it's like, and then life takes over, and you're like, you know what? I'll just stop. I kind of regretted doing that. But every now and then I'd be like, what happens if I continued? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna continue and try from zero, and this time really try. And to make myself try, I put my money behind it. More specifically, this avatar, which, you know, costs money to get commission. But hey, it turned out great. I'm very happy I did it, and I now have an incentive to not let this go to waste. And I'll put your money where your mouth is thing. And then it's just turned into, you know, it went from, oh yeah, well, I regretted not doing it, to, you know what, this is actually kind of fun, to, I just want this channel to be kind of like a living record for this game, you know? Because especially with Chrono Stones, I found that there's a surprising amount of stuff in Chrono Stones that's undocumented that just, well, mostly the kids. Kids were a nightmare. And also, if it was documented, it wasn't easy to get to. Now, I keep mentioning this, but that video with the kits, the one in French, like, you have to really go out your way for. And you have to, you know, it's in French. And if you don't speak French, it's a bit weird trying to understand what's exactly going on. I want this to be kind of like a, you know, you can get almost everything you want from here, information-wise. But enough ramblings on about whatever the hell I was talking about. I hope you got something from that. If you didn't, oh well. That is the Dream of Fire and Flames gate battle completed. thank you very much for watching this episode of our Chronicle mode playthrough. See you next time for the assumedly penultimate episode against the Earth team, the Stone Smashers. See you guys then.